Let's go, Birds! Welcome to another episode of the Philly Sports Event. Are you guys ready for the Eagles and the Falcons game on Monday Night Football? Trump says the immigrants eat cats and dogs, and I say the Philadelphians eat Falcons for dinner. The past week, there has been nothing but excitement, packed with events, including Eagles pep rally. So I made a really hype video for you guys to see. Brendan Graham, let's go Birds!
Go Birds!
Go Birds!
What's up, my man? How are you?
Let's go Birds! I found another beautiful spot here, right across the river from Philadelphia. You can see the Philadelphia skyline in the background. Ben Franklin Bridge, all the skyscrapers, and the Cooper River here. There's a pirate ship right over there. You can see everything from here, and I love this spot. So the football season has begun. NFL, and that's what all the hype is about. I love the tailgate parties. I love the game watch parties. I love the pep rallies. I love everything about it. Football season is back, and there are lots of the live radio shows, and then they bring out the current Eagle players out there, and that's the chance for all the fans to go out there to watch the radio show and get autographs, and sometimes even lots of free stuff that the radio station offers at those events. Tailgate parties, it's gonna get ready to start it. On Monday, the Eagles' second home game. I'm going to the Wells Fargo Center's parking lot for all the hypeness of all the crazy tailgate parties. 4th and John. My friend Kenny, he's always out there tailgating, doing the fireball shots. I can't wait. And the Bud Light pep rallies that spreads out all over Philadelphia on Friday nights before a home game. And on game day, the game watch party. You can't beat that. Last week, I went to the game watch party at the Kavanaugh's River Deck. It was only $15. All you can eat and drink. And they got their famous Kavanaugh's wings out there with the Kavanaugh's sauce. I mean, you just can't beat that, you know. You don't find that kind of deal if it's not in the football season, if it's not an Eagles game watch party. And all the autographs are back. The Eagles players are out there promoting themselves and their team, whether it's with the radio shows or the pep rallies or just simply a Phillies block party. They will have the Eagles players out there. You can meet them, take pictures with them, and get free autographs. It doesn't get any better than that. And remember, you have to get to those events early so you can get everything that they have to offer and wait for the players Earlier the better, so you can get autographs, because you never know, sometimes those players leaves early or they only stay for a little bit. So you got to be there to get it. I got to Xfinity Life early last week for the Eagles Takes Brazil party. When I got there was no one out there. The workers were just arriving, and then later on it gets super crowded, and that's how the events goes. So there are a lot of advantages of getting to the events early. You might have to wait for a little bit, but for Xfinity Life, I got there early. I got the free t-shirt, I got the hat, I got more things than people get there late and just sit there and watch the NBC Sports Philadelphia show. And then there are other perks, such as First Trust Bank. It's a sponsor of the Philadelphia Eagles. During the football season, if you walk in the First Trust Bank branch, you'll see they have the one in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. They have a stand set up behind the tailors, and you can walk back there and to grab some free stuff. I got a lot of things for free from there. Let me show you some of the things I got. Philadelphia Eagles Kelly Green car magnets. All you have to do is stick it on your car, and others knows what team you're with. And then they also had those green rubber wristband or bracelet. They were from last year, but as the season goes on, they'll put out more free stuff. This year, Miller Lite continued their Acme Market home gating contest. Last year, they were actually out there at the Miller Lite was out there at different locations, and then they had a pep rally type tailgate party type thing with free food and the games, and you can win prizes such as the Miller Lite Kelly Green t-shirt. But this year I have noticed a lot of companies are cutting back. They're doing less and less. So this year, at every Acme in this area, in the Acme Market, Miller Lite has a nice beer stand set up. And you can scan the QR code, and that's how you enter the contest. And I really like the big sign they have on the top, because it's just like their advertisement on the social media. The helmets flashes with the stadium in the background. And this one, if you walk by in different angles, you can see the helmet changes color. It goes from the old style Kelly Green helmet to the new midnight green Eagles helmet. I just thought that was really neat, and it was really thoughtful of Miller Lite to do something like that. There were so many events this week, so let's cut through the chase and get right to the events. On Monday, September 9th, the WIP Radio Brandon Graham Show resumed at Chicky and Pete's in South Philly. This show is there every Monday, other than the week if Eagles, like this week, the Eagles playing on Monday night, so they'll have the radio show on Tuesday. So I went to the Brandon Graham Show. I got there early, and it turns out, because usually Brandon Graham was signed during the commercials of the radio show, but this year is a little different, because now they're start to do the YouTube Live. So they set up a camera right in front of the stage where the radio show takes place. So they don't want the people to crowd around in front of the camera. So they're not doing the autograph during the show. But after the show, Brandon Graham, BG, such a nice guy. He did stick around, and he took care of every fan. There wasn't a lot of people lined up for autographs and take pictures with Brandon Graham. But Brandon Graham did stick around, and he made sure all the fans get the autographs they need, and he took a picture with them. A lot of people had Brandon Graham to held their cell phone and record a message maybe for somebody else, and also taking a picture with him. So it was all good. Chicken pizza is great as usual, and as you can see in my hype video earlier, I made a short selfie video of myself and Brandon Graham, and I got a couple of things for him to sign. This is one of those breakthrough football card poster made by an immortal breakthrough. That's the artist from Philadelphia. He does Philly sports art, and it's hard to see, but I had Brandon Graham to sign right here. I tried to have him to sign in an silver color marker, and I thought it would turn out good, but it is hard to see. However, I'll flex this card around. If you look against the light, the neat thing about it is it's almost like a hologram. If you look against the light, you can actually, right here, you can see the autograph. So you have to turn the card, and you can see it. It's really neat, I thought. Even though it's hard to see, but it's like a hologram. I just thought it was neat. So the radio show was great at Chicky and Pete's, and also starting on September 30th, following the Brandon Graham show, they are going to resume the Players Lounge, which is another radio show features Eagles current Eagle player, and previously they will have 4 Eagles current players, and then they rotate. Every Monday it will be a different player for the show. I don't know how they're going to do it this year, but we'll find out. So on Tuesday, September 10th, I went to the Phillies game. Phillies was playing the Tampa Bay Rays. I went with my friend Jody. She got tickets from somebody she knows. And it was awesome because going to the Phillies game, you never know. Most of the time, there's nothing, absolutely nothing going on outside on that side road of the ballpark. But this time, there was plenty going on. We got lucky. They had the Topps baseball cards company out there handing out free baseball cards, and also Chevy was there. Chevrolet, the car maker, was out there promoting their hybrid vehicle, and they had all those red cars, the red electric vehicles, set up on that street all the way down the road from one gate of the ballpark to the next. And there were so many hybrid and electric vehicles. It was really cool just to see it. And also near the entrance of the ballpark, they have tents set up, and you can go there. All you have to do is type your information, your name and email address, and pick the Chevy car that you would like to buy. No obligations. All you have to do is type your information into the iPad, and then they'll give you a free t-shirt. Tasty Cakes, they were out there handing out free Tasty Cakes. They had so many different flavors, and you can pick whichever flavor you want. right? You can actually, they say you can get one each. So I grabbed a whole bunch of tasty cakes. There were just so many promotions outside of the ballpark. It was nuts. And the game was great. That was one of the best. Usually, I don't know if you guys feel that way or not. Usually you feel like you go to a game and it's always a bad game, because every time my friend and I go to a game and then the Philly team end up losing. That's just how I feel. However, this time is different. This was a great, great game. Phillies hit lots of home runs. And then the Tampa Bay Rays, they got all pissed off. And both sides actually cleared the bench at one point. All the players came out of the dugout and the bullpen. They were out in the middle of the baseball field arguing, nearly start a fight. And some player from the Tampa Bay Rays was ejected. That was near the end of the game, and the Phillies end up winning. It was an awesome game. That's all I can say. So I had so much fun at the game. I show you. I got the refillable bottomless popcorn. This is a new 2024 Philly City dishing popcorn bucket. And this is the ice cream cup. They put the ice cream in there when you buy a Phillies helmet ice cream. And what I do is I take this helmet home and I wash it. I wash it out really good, so this way I can use the helmet for autographs when I meet the Phillies player. Phillies souvenir cup. Fightins, some other ones of the Phillies cups. These are hard plastic. They're definitely reusable. This Ghost energy drink. They were also out there handing out free drinks. Tasty cakes. This is real Philadelphian. Tasty cakes. Cherry pies are the best. Topps baseball card. They were out there handing out free packs of the baseball cards, and you can exchange on their wall full of baseball cards. You can change to the ones you want. We actually had a paper ticket. When you go to the Phillies box office to buy the tickets, they tell you they don't print out the paper tickets anymore, but apparently they still do. I actually got a paper ticket for the Phillies and Tampa Rays game. A Phillies schedule and a fan to keep you cool, because it's end of summer right now and it's still hot out there. My first Phillies game certificate. I always get one every time I go, even though it's not my first game. But I just like to collect this kind of things because, every year the certificate is a little bit different. I played the Topps Slingo game. Didn't win anything great, but I got a baseball bat keychain. And Chevy was out there handing out the Equinox t-shirt. Thursday, September 12th, I went to Dalla. It's a race and dirt bike motorcycle dealer. They're across the nation, but it's a franchise store, but there's one in Philadelphia. I went there to meet the NHRA drag racing, motorcycle drag racing drivers. It was a really nice store. They have lots of motorcycle gears in there. You can get the motorcycle suit, and they had lots of helmets and motorcycle backpacks. Anything motorcycle, they got it there. And they sell bikes too. So I met the drag racer Gage Hahara and Richard Getson. Gage is a great racer. He has won a few of first place and championships. And Richard Getson is on the same Dalla sponsor team as Gage. So both of them were on the same team, and they were promoting the drag racing and also the motorcycle store. So they were really nice people. There wasn't that many people at the place to meet them, and I met them, took a nice picture. My daughter and we took a nice picture with him, and then I got autographs. It was a great event. This is what they signed for me. They had the stock photo cards there. And also I printed out a couple pictures. This is the one Gage signed in gold because he's the champ. And then Richard Getson, that's him, number 23, signed in black. Those are really nice motorcycle drag race bikes. And then next is Thursday, September 12th. There was a huge event. It's the UFC fighting champion, Conor McGregor. This one was at the back at the Chicken Pete's in South Philly. Those places are tricky. They don't want too many people to show up. So they post this kind of event last minute on Facebook and other social media. So I got there early. I had a couple of pictures printed out. I really wanted to meet Conor McGregor. I have never met him before. So I got there early. The place, I wouldn't call it packed. There were people there, but there's always people there, late in the afternoon for the happy hours and to eat dinner. So there were people there. And we waited and waited. And turns out that Conor was at another autograph appearance nearby Chickies in South Philly. He was at the Bell Beverage Distributor, which is right down the street. Not that far, about a half mile away from there. But I didn't know he was there. And I also heard there was a lot of people there lined up to meet him. So I just went to Chicken Pete's to meet Connor. And the reason, you'll see, just listen to my story. You'll find out why this is a crazy event. So when Connor got to Chickies and Pete's, he actually had a police escort. And he got out his car because we waited for a while for him. So we went outside. We figure he's gonna, he's gonna be driven there and he's gonna get out his car. So we waited outside for him, and inside wasn't that packed either. And as soon as Connor got out of the car, and people start to rush up to him to greet him, and also trying to take a selfie or trying to get an autograph from him. And this is the part that amazes me. All of the sudden, there was all those young people came out of nowhere. And you see that on the news. You see that about Philadelphia. It's called the flash mob. Those young people, I don't know where they came from. And I don't even know why they have such a great interest in the UFC fighter, because you don't see those people at any of the Phillies or the Eagles event. But all of the sudden came out of nowhere. There were hundreds of young people. It's definitely a flash mob. It just rushed up there and rushed into Chicken Pete's.
What's up, my man? How are you?
The only thing I can think of is people say, talk about North Korea, right? When they have a celebration or an event, the city, it's empty. There's not even a pedestrian, there's nobody in the city. But as soon, like a half hour before the event started, all of a sudden people just came out of nowhere, and there was tens, hundreds of thousands of people. So North Korea is being accused of having like tunnels and like subway, maybe trains or walkway subways system that they can mobilize people quickly into one place. Because right before the event starts, all of a sudden people just came out of nowhere from the side streets in North Korea for an event. And that's the only thing I can think of. And people think it's weird, and I think it's weird. It happened at Chicken Pete's. All those young people came out of nowhere. So everybody went inside, and Connor did come out to the bar, behind the bar area, and he was meeting the fans, signing autographs, doing shots and drinking with people, promoting the forged Irish Stoltz, which is Irish beer. So it was just really crazy. I've been to Chicken Pete's many times for different events and different things. I have never seen anything like this. Young people were standing on top of the table, and they had their shirt off, swinging the shirt around. Everybody was shouting and yelling and cheering for Connor. It must be an Irish thing. I don't know. But it's definitely a Philly thing, because it's nothing but craziness. Unfortunately, I was not able to get an autograph from McGregor because there was too many people there. But I have to say it was definitely an experience. And I don't know why all those young people were there, because they did not show up for the UFC champion Eddie Alvarez's event. They did not show up for Kamaru Usman's event that took place at the live casino, FanDuel Sportsbook. So I don't know. I guess everybody loves Conor. I did get the hat, beanie hat from Forged Irish Stall. And also I got this nice forged, what did it say? Forged Dublin, Ireland t-shirt. It's the black on black print. Look how nice this is. Something is better than nothing. So that was another great event. And then the next day, Friday, September 13th, it was the first one of the Bud Light Eagles pep rally. Took place back at Chicky and Pete's in South Philly. Chicky and Pete's, their slogan is, that's where the players go. And it is true, they live up to their name. So Chicky and Pete's hosted the Bud Light Eagles pep rally. It was the first one for the year. I got there early. WIP Radio did advertise that Brandon Graham was going to be there. Unfortunately, Brandon Graham wasn't there. And also, I heard this year at the Bud Light Eagles pep rallies, there are going to be no players. That's what they said. I don't know how true it is, but we'll find out. But the Bud Light pep rally is always great. It's hosted by WIP Radio's Ava Graham. And, they give you raffle tickets. And every once in a while, about 10-15 minutes, they'll call a ticket so you can win the Eagles hat, Eagles Pro Shops gift cards. And at the end, the grand prize, it's an autographed item by an Eagles player. In this case, it was an autographed mini helmet by Brandon Graham. And also at the very end, they would raffle off a pair of tickets. That day, it was 2 pairs of tickets. Bud Light decided they're going to give away 2 pairs of tickets to the upcoming Monday Night Football Eagles game. They always have Swoop and Eagles cheerleaders there. So I missed Swoop and took some pictures with him. And Swoop is crazy because he always goes behind the bars and handing out free Bud Light, and that's exactly what he did. He was behind the bars and get the crowd going, handing out free beer. And Eagles 2025 cheerleader squad. They had 4 Eagles cheerleaders girls out there. And it's always nice, to take a picture with them and get the cheerleaders card. So let me show you. So I got some cheerleaders cards that was signed by the Eagles cheerleaders. And one thing I thought was really neat that they did this year, it is new. They had an oversized Eagles cheerleader poster. Look at that. And it was also autographed by 4 of the cheerleaders that was there. So I'm gonna take this card, this poster with me to all the Eagles events. And when I see other cheerleaders, I can have them filling the autographs. And Ava Graham did her Eagles chant. The event was hype, even without the current Eagle player. They sang the Eagles fight songs, and it was just good, you know. I love it. That's why I go to those pep rallies.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory.
And on Saturday, September 14th, first, right nearby where I live. This one, it's in Collingswood, 5 minutes away from my house. There's a new sports card and Pokemon card place. It's called the Card Capital. And I think Card Capital store is owned by Topps baseball card company. So there was a grand opening in Collingswood, and they say they have some giveaways. You know, you get the first 100 people, you get a gift bag, and it has a card keeping box inside and pack of baseball cards and other merchandise. So I really thought it was just going to be a little paper bag with like a plastic baseball card sized box and maybe a pack of baseball cards, you know, like the Topps cards they give away at the Phillies game and things like that. And to my surprise, I went there. It was a really nice store. It's inside an office building. It's not in a shopping center. It's inside an office building. And the store is brand new. The design inside, it's all new. They're different than other sports card and collectible place, because other places they would just have shelves in the background and, you know, filled with boxes of baseball cards, and then there were other stores were, you know, the old traditional card store. They will have the cards inside, the individual cards inside, like a display case. But this place, it's a little different. It's Topps. I guess that's how they do it. Just like the baseball card exchange wall they had outside of the Phillies ballpark. They had all the individual cards on the walls. Right, so the walls on both sides are filled with baseball cards, and then they had some other merchandise and boxed baseball cards underneath the walls, like on the shelves. The lower, they have lower shelves on the bottom part of the walls, and then they also had the NFL individual football cards there. You can buy for $10, or you can, you know, take the whole box out. You can go through it. So lots of individual cards that they're selling. I have never seen this. They also had a baseball card vending machine there, and I was watching somebody buying the baseball card from the vending machine. and then they had a little snack bar. They had a refrigerator down the bottom with soda and water in there, and then they had snacks on the top. It was all free. So now about the gift bag. It was a big bag. They had them lined up outside of the store, you know, along the garden wall. They must had, like, I would say, no less than 200-300 of those gift bags. And it's a big bag, and inside of it, it's a nice big wooden baseball card keeping box. I'll show you guys later. And they also had the oversized baseball cards as like posters or signs they put up outside the store, along with some black balloons, because that's their colors is black for card capital. Inside the store, there's also a studio, because everybody does podcasts and YouTube shows now. So they actually had a studio inside. I guess they do sports card shows regularly. And then there were some other autographed football and baseball bats. They had some of the sports memorabilia in there, but it's very limited because they're more into selling cards. So it was a nice store, and it was a nice event. And when we were leaving, because I gotta get to Eagles block party in Philly, so right when we were leaving, the caterer just got there to set up for free cheesesteak. They were setting up outside, so I had to miss the cheesesteak. But it was a great event. They had everything there, tons of free giveaways. So let me show you. Now this is what I'm talking about. I'll have to step back a little bit, because look, that big bag, and inside of it, it's a full size baseball cards box with the clear top, so you can see your cards and you can see what's inside. And it is divided into 3 sections. Free baseball cards. They were also handing this out at the door. Tops. Daylight Cruz. Individual baseball card in the protector. Some other cards here. And I also got this card. It was all really nice. Those were nice cards that they give away. From the card capital. It's a nice t-shirt. It was a grand opening, but as soon as they opened, they had a kid's baseball card exchange thing there for like the first hour or two. So there were a lot of people there. They bought their baseball cards for to exchange. I must have picked the right box. or the right gift bag, because there was an Card Capital hoodie shirt inside. I got the special box somehow. So it was a great event at the Card Capital, and I got a lot of free stuff, as you can see, and I'm happy. And then right after that event, I went to the Eagles block party. It takes place at the 2200 block of Washington Avenue in Philadelphia. And this one, there's the Eagles' current player. It was a new later round draft pick, Trevor Keegan. He was going to be there to meet and greet with the fans. So I got there, and I thought Trevor was going to be there shortly after the Eagles practice, probably like around afternoon, after 12 noon. So what happened was everybody sit there and wait and wait and wait for the Eagles player. He got there really late. It was like around 3 p.m. because the story has that the Eagles extended the practice because they were in a joint practice with the Atlanta Falcons that, they're playing this Monday. So the Falcons was there or something there to practice. I don't know the whole story. Maybe it wasn't a joint practice. Maybe the Falcon was there using the field and practice too. So anyways, the Eagles extended the practice, so the player got there late. However, the party was great. They say they had free 第场 Watson hot dogs there. So there were a lot of vendors there. The usual Bird Gang vodka. They were out there showing off and selling their bottles of Eagles vodka and rum and other type of liquor. And Watson was there cooking up a whole bunch like hot dogs and chicken sausages, and you can get for free. It was good. I had one. It was good. And then there was a liquor store there, and they had a lot of nice Eagles themed liquor, beer and liquor display set up inside. And right out in front of the store, it was the Bud Light set up. They stand selling the Kelly Green bottles, aluminum bottles of Bud Light in the case, and if you buy a case of beer, which is not expensive, it's like about $25, and you get a free Bert is for Philly t-shirt. And there were people there. It wasn't packed. It wasn't that crowded, but there were people there. Some people came and go. Some people hang around waiting for the players. And finally, later on, around 3 p.m., the players showed up. And people went crazy. Everybody rushed up to the stage trying to get autograph and take a picture with the player. That's pretty much it, It was very exciting to meet and current Eagle players, as always. So just let me show you the stuff I got. This is the Bud Light Go Birds t-shirt. Really nice. Trevor Keegan autograph. Newly draftee of the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a picture of him signing the contract. And he also autographed it for me.
Let's go Eagles! Let's make
That's a lot. That's a lot of events I went to this week. And that's all the events. And it doesn't stop because on Monday, it's the Eagles' first real home game because the last home game was played in Brazil. So this one is going to be at Lincoln Financial Field. So Monday, I'm going to be out there all afternoon tailgating and then going to a game watch party at the Ashburner Inn in northeast part of Philadelphia. So now quickly for some of the upcoming events. As I mentioned earlier, every Monday Brandon Graham show, followed by the Players Lounge show at Chicken and Pete's in South Philly. And also every Monday there's the All-Pro Phillies Players show, which it used to be the Green Legion show. It's the same show, but it's just not Green Legion anymore. They took the Green Legion's name off, but it's the same show. If you need to know that, it's on Fox Sports The Gambler. It's at the Chickies and Pete's in Marlton, New Jersey, every Monday. And the last Monday they had Britton Covey there. And they said if they're going to try to get different players there, but when there's no other player can go, and then it's going to be Britton Covey. So it's pretty much like a Brett Covey show. And every Monday, WBCB has the Monday Night Kickoff show. And Tuesday is the WBCB Radio's Pro Football Report with the voice of Philadelphia Eagles, Merle Reese. Both of those shows could be great if they have a current player. And you can go there and get autographs. And the shows take place at different places, different bars and restaurants in Philadelphia. You just have to look it up on the WBCB Radio's website. And then the Bud Light Thursday Night Kickoff. This is an event that Bud Light does every year, just like the Friday Night Pep Rallies. This one's called the Thursday Night Kickoff. It's taking place at a different bar and restaurant every week this football season. And always a Thursday night, always 7 to 9 p.m. Always giving away Eagles tickets, courtesy of Bud Light. So, if you want to try to win Eagles tickets, try the Bud Light Thursday Night Kickoff. And this has to do with Tailgate. The Toyota Tailgate Zone is back in the E parking lot of the Wells Fargo Center before each home game. So while you're out there in the Wells Fargo lot, partying, tailgating, you can go to the site between the Wells Fargo Center and the Lincoln Financial Field. Go to the side of it. There is a Toyota Tailgate Zone, and they set up those blown up games, for the kids to toss the football and throw the baseball, and also I don't know about this year. In the past, they used to have, like a grill there. They would cook some free hot dogs and things like that. Sometimes even cheesesteaks, but don't count on that. And the WIP radio is going to be there. You can count guessing the number of the football that's in the back of a Toyota truck, and you can win Eagles tickets and other prizes. And Toyota's always out there handing out free stuff. All you have to do is enter your information onto the Toyota iPad as usual. You know, they have had T-shirt, clear bags, all different kind of stuff. Sometimes AAA is out there handing out free. Last year they were out there handing out free Kelly Green T-shirt. So are the radio station, but I don't think WIP Radio is doing the T-shirt this year. So it's just an area for you to go there, you know, sit around and to tailgate if you don't have no other tailgate parties to go to. I always stop by there, you know, to grab the free stuff. Just to be part of the game day excitement. So that's pretty much everything for this week, and that's a lot. And Eagles home game is on Monday, and there's going to be more going on for the following week. During the football season, it's every week, almost every day. There's tons and tons and tons of stuff going on, and that's what I love, and that's what excites me. I don't know about you guys. So if you like my show, please subscribe to my channel, and make sure you come back. You know, if you need notification, you know, click on the bell, and just make sure watch my show every week, because I'll bring you all the videos and all the hypes of what's going on out there with the Philadelphia Eagles during the football season, and the Phillies. The Red October is coming up. So let's go Birds! That's it for this week. I'll see you guys next time. EAGLES, Eagles!